Aloha, y'all. It is Thursday, named after Thor. Etymologically, esoterically, it's ruled by Jupiter. It's the 13th of November. The sun is in Scorpio, 21 degrees. The moon is in Virgo, 7 degrees. I will reference the astrology as we go, but the moon and sun are, or the moon is rather squaring the Mars-Mercury conjunction. Mercury's retrograde, Uranus is retrograde, Jupiter's retrograde. There's a Chiron is Chiron is retrograde. There's a whole lot of retrogrades, right? Anyway, the cards of today are the Page of Pentacles, and this deck is the Princess. And the creator of this deck has actually been on my podcast, Starman Tarot. Shout out David DeAngelis. But the Page of Pentacles with a clarifier of the Ten of Wands, and the Art Oracle wild card today is Joseph Bays, very Scorpio, Sun, and Venus. Moon and Virgo vibe check win here. So let's get into it. If you're an earth sign, if you're a pentacle, like the Page of Pentacles, you're an earth sign. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, y'all are the earth signs. It's about the material embodiment, right? The things, the material things, your body, your car, your money. That's kind of the energy of the 3D realm in the pentacle. And this is the airy part of earth, so it's the playful part of practicality. Being observant and resourceful, looking to the little details, very Sun and Scorpio, Moon and Virgo energy there. Enjoying collaboration. On page 92, Page of Pentacles, the Princess of Pentacles. I value all of life. Jupiter and Cancer, retrograde, later degrees. A powerful synthesis of both the imaginative and practical, this discerning and hugely resourceful Princess of Pentacles is acutely aware of the responsibilities we share as custodians of this remarkable planet. And the Bible talks about being a steward of the earth, steward of Gondor, Lord of the Rings style. It's like the watcher, the keeper, the custodian. Deeply committed to the principle of ecology and evolutionary biology, she wants to live as consciously as possible, innovating solutions to sustain and restore the Earth's living ecosystems. Uranus is retrograde in the last degree of Taurus, trining Pluto and Aquarius. How can we upgrade the dirty fish aquarium that we're in and make it better? The bare trees represent the devastating ways we are still poisoning the Earth. Scorpio season, death. The princess stands inside an old nuclear cooling tower, alluding to the controversy surrounding nuclear power. A beanstalk offers a way out, like Jack of the Beanstalk. The sun at the summit reminds us that change is afoot. Pluto and Aquarius, it's real talk. Solar energy and wind power have superseded nuclear sources in 3 of the 4 world's biggest economies, led by China. The Princess of Pentacles is an imposing figure, stunningly pregnant, Jupiter in Cancer, fecund with the possibility of bringing the Earth back to life. And with all these retrogrades, it's like reanimate, revivify, redo, right? Retrograde, re-examine. You're going back over it. A strong carnivalesque and shamanic presence, she carries the didgeridoo, the world's oldest instrument, whose haunting primal sound heals the land and its people with the power of breath. Healing for service. Jupiter in Cancer, Moon in Virgo. She is dressed like a magician with her cape, Sun in Scorpio. Her red shoes lay discarded at her feet. They pay homage to David Bowie's song, Let's Dance. She doesn't wear them because she doesn't want to draw attention to her high economic status and power, preferring to go barefoot and earthbound. Very Virgo moon, right? Scorpio, Sun, and Venus, behind the scenes. Humble, dare we say. She's deeply in tune with Gaia. Many people in the previous generation sadly lost their way, bewitched by the media and the consumerist lifestyle. You know, like, it is what it is. The shadow of material consumerism and postmodernism in a landscape that's falling apart and just kind of shopping malls abandoned and stuff like that. She painfully sees the fruitlessness of that path, barren, polluting, devoid of the nourishment so many yearn to fill themselves up with. Practical and ambitious, she is drawn to those who share her vision and industrious nature, often collaborating brilliantly to achieve long-term aims. The Princess of Pentacles invites us to consider how we are making solid, grounded foundations and preparations for what we ultimately value and hope to achieve in life. Saturn and Neptune conjunct, retrograding both of them in Pisces, on more retrogrades, right? So it's like, whoa, if you want to have a dream, what materials are you using? You know, how are you embodying this dream? Don't just fantasize, like, make it so. It suggests that we have much in abundance already and not to squander precious resources frivolously. Waste not, want not. She reminds us to seed, plant, and grow our vision one step at a time. Very much Moon in Virgo, Sun in Scorpio, right? It's like plant the seed, water it, tend it, care for it, and follow the magic where it goes. Sorry, I dropped a card. So the clarifying card is the Ten of Wands, right? It's this wands are fire of spirit and like action and will. It's like we're feeling burnt out a little. Like, oh my God, what do you mean I've got to like pick up after the boomers and their failed attempts at governing the world? This sucks. This isn't what we were expecting, but it is part of the great work, which we'll get into with this card. So the Ten of Wands, if you're a fire sign, it's the wand, and Aries, Leo, Sagittarius is the wand of zeal, right? Action. It's like, oh, I feel so inspired by spirit, capital S. On page 120, I carry the burdens of life, the Ten of Wands. Lighten your load and admire the beauty surrounding you. Enlightenment, right? That's how you reach new heights. You have to play. Even though it's practical embodiment and there is work, it's like smile and try to, spin it in a positive polarity. Lighten your load and admire the beauty surrounding you. Determination to see the situation through to the end and make one more good push. With Saturn and Neptune conjunct in Pisces, both retrograde, with Jupiter retrograding in Cancer, with Mercury retrograding conjunct Mars in Sag, opposite Uranus retrograde in the last degree of Taurus. All these retrogrades, it's like we have to go over, even though it's not fun to go over your test that, the teacher's written on it with red ink and you have to go over and learn what you did wrong. We have to go through life and figure out what the generations before us did, quote, wrong, to edit and undo it. In a sense, in a magical sense, there's nothing wrong, and this is the challenge we've asked to face. But it can be burdensome, and it can be tiring, and it can burn us out like a candle on both ends. So the wild card is Joseph Beuys, right? This is a German artist who is very Sun in Scorpio, Moon in Virgo. It's like, you'll hear why. It's like kind of crazy, dead animal, practical stuff. Joseph Beuys, claimed as a World War II fighter bomber, he crashed in the Crimean mountains where nomadic Tartars, i.e. Tartaria, Tartars covered his freezing body in animal fat and felt what would become his famous trademark materials. He started using this thing that transformed him, right? It reminds me of in the scene with Luke and Han Solo in Empire Strikes Back where they have to gut that animal and sleep inside of it to not freeze to death. Beuys made fabricating personal history into an art form and believed that each person is an artist contributing to humanity's Gesamtkunstwerk, which is German, I can barely pronounce it. Total work of art, the great work, right? That's what we're here to do. By the 1970s, his unorthodox approach to academics and shamanistic overtures won him a dismissal from his professorship, Uranus retrograde in last degree Taurus, trine Pluto in Aquarius, and he got punched in the face by a student. An ambulance was not called until 1974, however, when it took Beuys to inhabit a room with a wild coyote for the performance work I Like America and America Likes Me, and that's, I guess, the coyote here chomping at the bit. But we got the dead rabbits, we got the ladder of ascension, the Grim Reaper kind of vibes. It ain't easy. Oh, well, the advice we're getting, right? You also contribute to humanity's Gesamtkunstwerk, the great work, right? It ain't easy. We're here to dance the dance of life and grow towards a new awareness, a new level of apprehension, and that can be tiring. It's why we're here, one step at a time. Good times, bad times, there's life and death, there's difficulty, there's challenges, there's scary things. We have to kind of just put on our Virgo moon, hermit shawl and do the work. And we can be playful, right? We can have a good time still while we're doing it. Mars and Sagittarius, Pluto and Aquarius, like we can revolutionize the work, but the work has to be done, and the work isn't going to be over until it's done. So, fire walk with me, right? It's like, oh my gosh, I hope I have the energy to push through and break through the detritus of a dead culture that is our work. Right? The baby has to push out of the womb of the previous generation to be born, and that's what we're here to do. So if you've enjoyed this, tag somebody. I'll share it. People who've never heard of tarot or astrology or magic and mystery might find this very compelling. So do your work and spread the good word. Holler for a reading. An hour of cards, like 10 cards, is $50. 3 hours of astrology is $150. If it's your birthday, happy birthday, Scorpios. It's half off either on or both of those, so you can get double barrel shotgun magic from me if you so desire for half off. And if you refer somebody to me, you get half off on cards yourself. So there's plenty of ways you can save and have a good time. Use it as a gift. 'Tis the season, right? Whatever's clever. So know that we're here to do the work, but we have to basically spin it in our own minds, change our mindsets. That it's like it's not Sisyphus pushing up a rock up the hill. It's like, this is why we're here. This is why we do it. We do it even though we're not in the mood to do it. That is the great work. It's not always about our moods. So enjoy your Thor's day, your Jupiter ruled day, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Adios.